Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, today hasn't really moved much. The pullback into the support region that we talked about in the previous two videos is still corrective. So I don't see any impulsive move at the moment to the downside, which means the patterns can change. We're pretty much just moving in corrective, structures. So back-to-back corrective price action. That means we're just simply moving in a range between support and resistance. What we want to do in this video, we want to talk about the short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenario. And we want to understand the pivot between the two scenarios. So when do we say that the, let's say, short-term bullish count becomes less likely? And when is the short-term bearish count clearly in control? I mean, overall, it's pretty neutral at the moment, especially because we see a lack of impulsive price action to the downside. If we start to see any impulses to the downside, it becomes quite clear that it's the C wave to the downside that should take us into the, let's say, mid 80K region. But it's a little bit too early to really fully confirm it. Certainly probabilities for this larger wave 4, and I'll show you that again, A, B, C, the probabilities have increased just by the depth of this pullback into the Tuesday low. But then, the rally was also in 3 waves, confirming that further. The decline here is only in 3 waves as well, so it looks corrective. So it's not yet clear that this C wave has started. I think we can look for it, we can watch for it. I think it's plausible to assume it, that the yellow B wave has topped, but the move down isn't impulsive, and the C wave down would have to be a diagonal. So if we follow the roadmap to the downside, I told you we talk about the short-term bearish count, then we would need to see a move to the downside. We would need to see a break below 94,760 next, and that's the pivot between short-term bullish, which we'll talk about in a minute, and short-term bearish. The short-term bearish count would get clearly in control below that key level. Until we break below that level, I think probabilities are fairly balanced, right? Because we're still holding above support. So we would need a break below support. And the break below support, that would happen at 92,122. And the move to the downside would likely unfold as wave 1, wave 2. I will change the color in a minute. So it would be something like that. Essentially, wave B topped yesterday, wave 1 down, wave 2 up, could be nearly in the process of topping, wave 3 down, wave 4 up, wave 5 down, and the third wave needs to be an A, B, C structure. I'm not entirely sure, if this is really the micro count. It might shift. I will remove the micro count. Don't want to have too much stuff on the chart. And also, if we measure the length of yellow wave A, and we go to the high of yellow wave B, then it would be also the area around 88 to 89K where the price could actually find support. There are additional fib extensions at 86,800 and 85,640 that could be triggered. Good overlap there with the other larger fib level at around 85.5K though. So again, these are sort of some levels for orientation. But as long as we're holding above 92,122, also the short-term bullish scenario could unfold, and that could be it would be supported if the price can find support here in this area, right? So it would mean either the yellow scenario is sending us lower, but it might only be after a larger B wave. So everything's, as mentioned just now, A wave down, but then the B wave is still unfolding as an A, B, C structure, and then we go down. Possible. Or this move up will be an extended, just an extension of the previous high, right? And I think it will be in practice quite difficult to determine whether this is a high B wave or whether we're moving up in this extension of the fifth wave, as mentioned before. Yeah, so this would be short-term bullish. We would have to watch for support in this region. A, B, C, and whether this is part of the yellow B wave or it's just an extension higher, would probably not make a great difference in practice. But at the moment, this is just really meaningless range-bound movement, as we assumed it would be today, because during Thanksgiving we won't normally see major price moves. Yeah, we just need a little bit of a we just need some impulses. I mean, that don't really have any clear long trade setup. Yes, we have a support region. Of course, you can use it for trading if you want to, but don't forget that the move to the upside is a 3-wave move at the moment. At the moment, the range is defined here, the lower boundary at 92,122, and the upper range boundary, I would say, is 97,350. And everything that happens here is really just noise. Please see it only as noise. Anything could happen here. It doesn't have an impact on the price. It really doesn't, right? So it's this 78.6 retracement, and up there, yesterday's high. Anything here, I mean, you can't really interpret anything into it. It's, if you try to, I mean, you just get frustrated. I hope that helps. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you're interested in the membership, you can find more information on our channel page or the website, mcoglobal.com. There are videos that explain the membership, and as a member, depending on which tier you're choosing, you can get access to some member-only videos. Today, for example, we covered Render, then Phantom, Say, Near XLM was covered a few days ago. These are coins that might interest you. In addition to that, if you join our silver or gold memberships, you can also access Discord, and the membership also shows, or the video here shows you what's included there. For example, access to our Sunday live stream every Sunday at 5 p.m. UTC, additional updates for additional coins, lots of educational content, and so on. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.